And we're live.
We're live.
All right.
We hope
all
you-
right. All right.
We hope you enjoyed Dwight D. Honeycutt.
Dwight David Honeycutt.
More apple pie moonshine.
Hell yeah.
Here we go, girls.
I already drank mine. I thought y'all already checked it down.
Oh,
Nope.
Salute.
Cheers.
Cheers. Party at the Moon Tower.
Yeah, I drank that like 10 minutes ago. I thought y'all already checked it.
Ooh.
Willikers. God dang.
Knocking out that throat.
That'll put
infection.
that'll put apple pie on your chest.
How to cure venereal disease, everything you got. Anything that ails you.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
I got the sugars.
Does the body good.
Diabetes.
I drink a little.
Ooh.
I'd have had to wash that down with some Jack Daniels, Dave.
I had to.
Thank God I got IPA.
I drank that. I drank that
Enjoying
moonshine.
the slow apple burn.
I drank that moonshine with the strongest hands in all this goddamn state.
All right, then.
All right, then.
That just cracked me up. That it's a great quote, but it just cracks me up at how he does it. He does it with his knuckles out. It's just the weirdest thing.
He's a weird individual, man.
That is. I think every week I'm gonna make it my personal mission to bring in weird stuff from YouTube that we can bat back and forth, because there's a went
lot out there.
off of that link on YouTube. It just goes right into crazy town.
Boom.
There's a sidebar. Right sidebar is full.
I love the you would like this on all those sites. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, people watch
Yeah,
this, they tend to watch this. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Those are some weird people.
I like that first thing.
Yeah. Don't
What
know
is that?
about all these others.
So we're going to talk about real quickly, because I one of my pet peeves is the openings for shows that are either
right.
too long, too boring. I don't get it. I don't see how it's tied into the show. There's 3 that I think are pretty cool, recent ones. You started to talk about Man in the High Castle.
Yep.
I like the
Good one. It's
Edelweiss.
Edelweiss, and it's short. It's not too long. Just kind of gives you a little bit of a feel for kind of what
And
the show's
the
about.
interesting thing is that if you really think about
It's moody.
that song in the Sound of Music, it was a song for calling for Austrian freedom. That was the use of it by the Von Trapp family. Is like a hidden call, a song of freedom for Austria. So you think about
I sing
it in
the
context.
song of my people.
Yeah, you think of it in context to Man in the High Castle, that the freedom fighters and blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
it ties in really well
So it's a cool song choice. It's well done. It's kind of artsy,
and creepy.
creepy.
A little bit on
It's
the
very
creepy
much
side.
of a tone setter for
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hauntily done.
yeah. It's not very non Von Trapp.
Yeah. The hills are alive.
A needle pulling thread.
So I like that one a lot. As we started off the show listening to the opening music to Into the Badlands, I gotta say I really like the way that's done. It's very Frank Millerish. The animation doesn't move itself. It is just moved within the context of everything that's going on the screen.
It's got a very anime feel to it.
Yeah, comic book, anime, action-y feel to it. And I really like how the Into the Badlands logo is what they finish off with, but it has all the stripes in the back that are the things, the tattoos that he gets on as he kills
that
people.
Sonny gets on. Yeah.
Yeah, when the Clippers kill, they put that. So it's all kind of tied into the show, and it's not very long. It's pretty cool, I think. I really like how artsy it is. The other one I really like, and we've already talked about the show, but is the opening for Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if I have that pulled up here. I'll have to find that. But the music is pretty cool for it. It is, again, it's very, it's indicative of the comic book art for the relaunch for Alias.
Yeah.
When they did that.
Hey, when you get a chance, pull up, see if you can pull up the intro music for Man in the High Castle as well. I think that'd be cool to play a little snippet on there.
I'll do it. Find it.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
So a little Pink Panther there.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
This sounds a lot like Mad Men.
Yeah.
It does.
It's got that vibe.
Yeah,
sound,
I had the
yeah.
Mad Men flashback.
Which, if you think about the Jessica Jones show, it's sort of it's like it's interesting sort of counter to it
Yeah.
because
So it's got a little
she's a very non-jazzy
jazzy
sort of
thing to it. But it goes well with the art of the opening, which is very indicative of comic books. It's kind of very purplish, which obviously is
detective noir sort of.
Yeah, the Purple Man. So I really liked, and this Jessica Jones is a little bit lengthy, but I think it's not the all the weird focus and weird jump cut stuff that's become very popular post True Blood and all those shows, and that's where I feel like it kind of went off the rails a little bit post that. And then
I like the Blacklist opening as well, and it's nice and quick.
The one for
Gotham is also very
Blind
fast.
Spot's not bad. The opening,
Yeah,
it's pretty quick.
mm-hmm.
It's fat. It goes by fast.
yeah. If you, it's
There you go.
It's very
Right.
creepy.
What show is this?
Kind
Creep
of
me out.
yeah, it's kind of Lara Lynn,
Yeah, a little
sound
bit.
to it.
The Japanese Pacific states.
If I woke up to this song, I would be like crying in a corner.
you'd have to get your out of the handcuffs.
like you
Yeah.
don't wake up
Like
that
if-
way every day anyway.
If this just started coming on over the speakers in my house, what is happening?
your dog over in the
I would
over at the
be-
door with a little
Yeah, I'd
Hitler
be an-
mustache on.
I'd be an
and-
Arkham
Hey,
pretty
Hitler.
quickly.
yeah, and as always, kill Greg.
And as always, kid Hitler. But we didn't talk about that, and you guys aren't far enough into it. I hope this isn't ruining it for you. It's not really a spoiler, but look forward to seeing Hitler. I'm telling you, the last 3 episodes are very much enjoyed.
Awesome.
But I feel like those 3 shows, it doesn't bump me, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind sitting through that.
Right.
Well, I think it's kind of cool.
The worst thing ever is when well, if it's bad, if the opening theme is, but the worst is when they go on way too long. Like, love the series, love the show, The Pacific.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, that thing went on. I don't know how long that was. 3 or 4 minutes.
The other thing I'm out on is the 5-minute of show, and then the 2-minute or 3-minute
Yeah,
opening.
where they
Oh, I'm
where
done.
they tease it. That's what I like about Gotham is that they start the show and then they do their little cliffhanger intro to the show and then Gotham and then that's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Text moves past the screen.
And it's you know what I love about that, and it's fairly subtly done, is the police light reflection
yeah,
piece.
that's great. The strobing,
as
the
that
blue and red.
that text is bending and the blue and red. I really enjoy that too.
So that reminds me of Lost did a very similar thing with their intro, where it's just
Boom.
lost.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
the
like
big
fading.
lost and it
Yeah.
kind of tilts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The black smoke. the
Smoke monster.
I tell you what I liked it the first 15 times I saw it was True Blood. Their intro lasts so long that I was like,
like
man,
Game
what
of
is my
Thrones,
my
like-
skip forward? What is my skip forward set to? Tick, 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 tick. And I they had a 2-minute intro. I was like, I do not need to see alligators and
I know,
people getting baptized for 2 minutes.
That's where I feel like
skip,
openings
skip.
Jump the
Yeah,
Shark was
it's-
on True Blood, and then everybody wanted to copy that kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
Game
ha-
of Thrones is that too. I mean,
Yeah, well, Game
I
of
like-
Thrones is fairly unique.
And I like
it
And they
I can
change
deal
it
with
based
that.
on which stories are prominently featured in that episode.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
I saw some behind the scenes of
Behind the scenes.
how they made that intro is really cool.
Yep.
It was behind
I
the
enjoy
scenes.
the Walking Dead intro. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
Bear McCreary music.
Yeah, but visually, it's right there doing the same thing True Blood does.
Well, sure,
It's all the out of focus and the jump cuts and
yeah,
the
very stylistic.
yeah.
But
So
they left-
that's kind of been done.
They left Stephen
Yeah.
Yeun out, his name out of the credits, and then they brought him back.
Oh,
Glenn,
he's okay.
Yeah,
he's
psych.
okay.
He's okay. He's alive.
I called it
Yeah.
underneath
You
the
did.
dumpster.
Yeah.
The dumpster. I do. I re-listened to that podcast the other day, and you were like, you could get under there. That's where he's
Yeah.
at.
I found that still frame when him and Nicholas were running down that alley, and it just panned enough behind Nicholas as he was running that I
could
stopped
see
it,
it, yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah, I
And
saw,
you could park a Ferrari underneath
yeah, I saw
there.
that on a webpage.
Or a tiny Asian
Somebody
man.
had freeze-framed it there, and I'm like, yeah.
As opposed to a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
There's no way a sumo wrestler get under that.
And you're going to have to lay off the rice cakes, brother. You get underneath there. Are
And,
you a size 14, Steve?
and all you got to do is, knife a few walkers that are down there trying to reach under in the head, and then, they're going to block anybody else from getting in there. So
That's right.
like a nice little
Strategy.
dead walker cocoon you're in there.
That's right. It's slit open the belly like a tauntaun.
Yeah.
Sleep inside of it. Man, that's the worst. Have you seen? There's a sleeping bag that's a tauntaun, and you pull open the belly and you can crawl inside of it.
It's all gut covered on the
man.
gut colored on the inside of the sleeping bag.
Slightly.
That'd be
Slightly.
nice.
All right, so when we were talking earlier, did we figure out is the Expanse starts tomorrow? Is that what we determined?
The pilot comes out on tonight,
On tonight?
I believe.
Awesome.
Tonight or tomorrow.
I hate that that's been out for so long, and now I have to wait an additional week.
I know. But Childhood's in.
Childhood's End starts tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow night.
Yep.
Yes.
Is it 3 consecutive nights or 3 weeks?
3 consecutive.
Three
nights.
consecutive nights.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's
nice.
it's
That'll
running
be
in
cool.
Monday,
like the,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
like the Thornbirds.
Ooh, the Thornburgs. Or
or Shogun.
Or Roots. Or Roots.
those are 5 nights, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says
we're like
Tuesday,
Monday-
December 15th for the Big Empty for the Expanse.
The Big Empty. You know
That's-
who's that song? Who's that? Who did that song?
That's me after I go to the restroom.
Mhm.
Big empty.
Who has the song "The Big Empty"?
Good one.
Yeah, there you go.
Scott Weiland.
Throwback.
Yes.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, there you go.
The Deep Dark.
May you rest in peace.
Yeah.
Let's
Wikipedia, I
glorify.
don't want to donate money.
Oh,
if
man,
you
that-
give $1, then this is done, Greg. Give your fucking dollar.
If everybody editing this page to
Right,
make Trump
come
the new
on.
president would donate $3.
Would give 50 cents, we'd have $3.
Everybody on Wikipedia would give $3 with our fundraiser to be over.
So I want to get my Expanse on. So you said that the Big Empty is tonight?
The 15th, which is Tuesday.
Tuesday. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. But hey, we got.
Fuck no getting.
Well, and luckily
I'm ready to do
I
this.
downloaded the
You're
high
Badlands
the high
tonight.
quality of the pilot of the Expanse, and
Yep.
I copied it over my PS3 so I could at least watch that since I don't have cable. Thanks, Verizon.
I know I've already rewatched that twice.
Yeah, I've watched.
Is it just the
twice.
one episode that's out?
Yeah, the
Expanse?
pilot.
the
Yeah.
pilot.
But it's just to stir the pot and get things going.
I'm gonna watch that.
You haven't seen it yet?
Nope.
It's so good, dude.
Ronald,
I couldn't find it on my actual TV. I had to go to sci-fi.com.
I got the sci-fi.
just go to
app
YouTube.
now.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
just go to YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
High quality.
Basically, any way you can watch streaming video, they put it out
Yeah,
there.
that's on the sci-fi app, which I got.
I was periscoping it the other day. Some Hispanic
You
guy was saying,
love
"Hey
yourself
man,
some
they didn't pay for that. get those cholos out of here."
The fucking that ball Allen guy, he's fucking watching us again, man, stealing our shit.
He's stealing it on the Periscope.
We paid for that.
Yeah.
Why do
It
they
was
call
fu-
you Big Evil?
it was-
This
it wa-
my evil's big.
It was funny that the guy was so
Indignant
incensed,
about
so
it.
indignant. They
Hey,
did
dude.
not pay.
So I'm ready. I want to jam on the Expanse. I want to have that as a weekly stuff to talk about. I think we're good. Childhood's End looks really cool. I've rewatched that trailer a couple times since I put that on the website. It looks awesome. Mm-hmm. So Ron, can you solo talk about without killing it for us? Ash versus Evil Dead.
Ron is all about the
Yes, and speaking of openings, I didn't want to say
This is your masturbatory moment on the podcast.
Thank you so much. I didn't want to like bring it up
Now everybody look away.
till we introduced it.
I think we've had too much of that
But
moonshine.
the opening for Ash versus Evil Dead is awesome. Awesome because it is incredibly short. It's maybe the quickest show opening of any of them out there. Basically, it has something crazy goes on in the beginning of it.
It can't beat Longmire.
and
Longmire's
then-
like 5 seconds.
This one's probably about 5 seconds,
Awesome.
maybe 4. But it's like just a big blood splatter across the screen, and it's Ash versus Evil Dead, and boom, on to the next scene.
I like blood splashes.
Yeah. I was really, I wasn't like a huge fan of the Evil Dead movies. I mean, probably Army of Darkness is my favorite
Yeah.
of all
love that.
the 3 films: Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2.
I have to.
Army of
I
Darkness.
will have to say, I'm
Necronomicon.
pretty much a day oneer on those movies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought, but I thought I liked Evil Dead 2
Electric Boogaloo.
better than the original Evil
Break it
Dead.
on down.
Yeah. But because that kind of established more of the formula of it than the first one. The first one was kind of like, oh, hey, wait a minute, we got something here. And then they refined it, and then Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, which could be Evil Dead 3, you know.
Well, what's cool about those is they're all kind of different.
They are, yeah.
You know?
I think the show is more like Evil Dead 2, but more like Ash's character in Army of Darkness. Kinda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so Darius and I and his brother and maybe a couple other people, I think I've talked about it. We did the overdubs for the Evil Dead movies where he had a VCR that you could overdub on. So we would do all these elaborate overdubs, even sound effects and everything all the way through. And
God, tell me you still have those.
I think Darius said he thinks he does.
He needs to dig those up.
I'll tell you what, we need to get those up on YouTube and link them to Mr. Honeycutt, pronto, Mr. Dwight Honeycutt.
Dwight David Honeycutt.
But yeah, so we were watching those we were like 14 when those things came, 13, 14 when those things came out.
Prime time.
They were awesome.
Yeah. The show is, in a word, my best description of it is just awesome. It is incredibly over the top. It's incredibly gory, super bloody.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, it is buckets of blood.
It's like going to a gore concert.
And
like Gene Simmons is puking blood everywhere.
And it's just friggin' hilarious. It is. Yeah, like on Rotten Tomatoes, it's gotten 9 in the 90s, scores, and all reviews are like out of 9, something out of 10.
It's on Stars.
Yeah, it's on freaking Stars.
I know, I kind of hate that.
But the advantage right now, the way I got it is because I was on Amazon Prime watching, Man in the High Castle, and then all of a sudden they started throwing the ads up there. Said, hey, you can now through Amazon Prime, you can watch all Stars. You can subscribe to Stars. You can subscribe to Showtime for $8.99 a month. Through Amazon Prime. And each is offering right now a free 7-day trial. So I'm like, 7-day trial? I can watch all the Evil Dead, Ash vs. Evil Dead shows in 7 days.
Turn that crap off.
And the show is actually only a 30-minute show. And it's like pretty much exactly 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So I
love that.
You can just blaze through them. So I watch.
That's my sweet spot for shows. 30 minutes?
It's perfect.
22 minutes if
No, it's full 30 because they made it for Stars.
Like
No commercials,
I like it.
But
the intro.
And it's got great classic rock songs in all the episodes.
Yeah, this is Journey to the Center of the Mind, 1968 stereo. It's off their Ash vs. Evil Dead soundtrack.
Deep Purple. The Deep Purple.
Amboy Dukes?
Amboy Dukes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's Deep Purple in there. They had one ended with Styx Renegade.
That's awesome. Oh, mama, I'm in fear.
I know, I can't wait to watch it.
It is awesome.
But so I'm off for like 9 to 13, 14 days for Christmas. This is I'm banging this out maybe in a night.
Yeah, you could,
Yeah,
because it's really, you think about it, it's 30-minute shows.
I
There's
could.
7 minutes.
more of that
so
in Brian time.
I just need some more moonshine.
Right, 3.5 hours, you can go through the whole thing, and it's
the whole moonshine.
Yeah.
So Brian,
and they have already greenlit it for second season of
I saw that
10 episodes. It's a big.
I feel like maybe 5 people watching it is a good audience for Stars, so that they're on it.
Well, the deal with Amazon doing the deal with Stars and Showtime, they're taking over the billing operations for their subscription stuff. Amazon is.
Well,
so
and
I thought that was interesting. I read about that.
Stars, but Stars.
Yeah, but
didn't
why would they want to reinvent the wheel and Stars have to do? I mean, just take all that on and almost like third party it all, and you can bill everything through iTunes. I think now, you couldn't originally. So like when I look at my iTunes subscription, like all the cable providers are there. So I think that all these are heading towards that a la carte thing. You just go to one source, pick whatever you want to do.
Well, I think in the case of Stars, they didn't have their own streaming, any type of streaming service, any type of streaming app before. You had to. The only way you could see it is if you subscribe to Stars, if you were a cable subscriber to Stars. So this was a way for them, I think, to get in the game, streaming game.
What are some other shows that are on Stars? Property Brothers. What else is on there?
Let me bring up my app and I'll tell you.
Oh, that's right. Your app that you'll have for the next 5
So
days.
Ballistic X
Strike
versus
Force, I think
Yeah.
was on Stars, right? They actually have. I'll pull that up because they actually have a decent lineup.
I think Ballistic X versus Sever is on there.
X versus that was the worst movie ever.
You have
So-
to pay, and you have to pay the insult to industry. You have to pay.
They have Black.
$1.99 to
I'm
watch it.
actually interested in Black Sails, which is the pirate show they have on there. The Da Vinci's Demons,
Oh, they have that Outlander.
Outlander, which they got nominated for a bunch of awards. I don't know if
Yeah.
they won it.
Who was watching that show?
And the books are supposed to be great.
Was it Darius who was watching that?
I don't remember, but somebody's been on here that was watching Outlander.
Somebody's watching Outlander. They're going to show.
They actually have some cool stuff on there. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I get that 7 days when I'm off
Black
and I just watch all
Sails.
that shit.
Oh,
and
Da
I'm
Vinci's
done.
Demons is on there.
Black Sails looks cool as shit.
Yeah.
And I've heard some good things about Black
They're-
Sails. As I try
they're,
I'm so excited by it. I yawned.
That show Power.
They've
is
turned
on
The
there.
Girlfriend Experience, that movie with Sasha Grey, into a TV show.
Sorry, when you say Sasha Grey in movie,
Have you seen The Girlfriend Experience where she plays the
I've seen enough
escort?
Sasha Grey.
Yeah?
Oh well.
No, you haven't.
True.
If they put some more Sasha Grey over there, I know you're on it.
All on your Wi-Fi.
They have that
brother.
Spartacus series, War.
Which was big.
On the Damned. Or
Yeah.
War of the Damned. Yeah. So yeah, they're coming in, coming into the game now with shows and.
Well, it's getting to that point where you got to sink or swim on this stuff. If you're not into the streaming game at this point, just prepare to.
You got to snap into a Slim Jim and get on the.
That's right.
You're going to get Borg assimilated.
Well, I do feel like I think 2016 is going to be the year that everybody puts their shit out there, and 2017 is the year that some start failing.
Yeah.
And you see either consolidation or what. And I really feel like this plays into the pocket of long term, the pocket of Netflix, where they can go in and we can't carry it. It's a good show, but we can't carry it. We can't get to some viewers. Netflix just snags that shit up for the next season. They get a built-in audience that comes right to their stuff. I mean, they've already done it 4 or 5 times. So
Get in the bed in the truck. We're going.
load her up.
If only could have been around for
So
Firefly.
is it as
back
funny
in the-
Right.
as
Yes.
3?
Yes. It's as funny as or funnier.
Wow.
Yeah. It is jokes a minute, and of course, Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell's the
He is
man.
awesome, so
Yeah.
awesome, and he plays it to the hilt. Keep in mind, this is slapstick horror comedy, but still super gory, super bloody, violent. There's it's
You
deadite.
had me at super gory.
Yeah, deadites being killed in unimaginable or imaginable ways, however you want to look at it, but. Yeah, it's all kinds of awesome.
I'm pumped. I want to see. I mean, it's the second they announced it, I was like, I've got to watch that. I'm glad it's 30 minutes because if you told me it was a 10-hour commitment.
No, it's fast. It moves quick. All the episodes move quick.
And how many are there?
7.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wonder that's you. Okay.
That's a
I
3.5
take
hour
half away
commitment.
of the.
You're gonna take half of my gold star
half
away.
your gold star away from
Damn it.
your whole. I binge watched an entire season.
I watched
of
a whole
something.
season of a show.
Are
Yeah,
you-
new
it
show.
took me 80 minutes.
Are you telling me this is a show that is not on Mima's list?
No.
Good
Although I
for-
almost woke her one night. I was cackling. I watched the whole season on my iPad.
Is that what
with
you
my
just-
headphones on, and so I was sitting there next to her in the bed while she's asleep, and I was like just busting out laughing.
She's like, why is Ron laughing so much at this porn?
So is cackling what you kids call it?
yes. Hee-hawing. But yeah,
I'm a picking and I'm a green.
It is awesome.
Well,
I might probably have to go back and watch it again, all the episodes again.
No, I'm in.
It's that good.
Definitely, if it's 7 30-minute episodes, it's done on the Christmas break.
Right? Yeah.
Done and done.
Dude, you could do that.
Oh, they might do that on
One
lunch
evening.
break. Might do
So
that.
you watched Greg. You watched
Greg.
Who watched
Broadchurch.
me?
You watch what I need.
You watched Greg.
You watched Greg.
Who had Greg watch this week?
Look away. Broadchurch.
I did.
You liked it?
I did. I thought so they just uploaded second season onto Netflix. First season, it was a little slow moving at first. I wasn't sure on the characters. the Purple Man is the main character for he's the main detective, so I wasn't sure on him at the beginning, and then it went into like the second, third episode. I'm like, done.
And it's a good story. I like how I didn't suspect who the culprit was going to be.
Right.
And they basically go through the entire town.
Yeah, there's some irony in it because of previous conversations that were had between some ladies. But yeah, I thought that the setting of small town on was it English coast? Was that where Broadchurch
like on the east coast of England, I think up near Scotland.
Yeah, like I never thought about vacationers going to these cliffs in England, and
well, I think
cliffs of
if
Dover.
you live in a really shitty part of England, going to a shitty part is like an upgrade.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
a less shitty part.
Yeah.
I was like, it still seems dreary and sad, but all right, if that's your vacation, that's your
Hey, it's
vacation.
It's kind of like
beach.
Seattle.
Yeah,
It may be a rainy beach, but
They're
it's
talking
still a
about
beach.
tourist season. Oh, we get 600 people that come. Okay.
Let's go to Atlantic City.
So-
No.
But no,
the Jersey Shore.
I think that it was well done,
Yeah.
well shot. I like the cast, but
It's really moody.
yeah, it is. It's very moody.
Here comes the downside.
Yeah, it's season 2.
It's dark and dreary.
Season 2 is just not doing it for me.
How many episodes are you in?
To season 2,
Yeah.
I went through the second episode of season 2,
Okay.
and I was just like, I mean, they're playing off of everything that happened in the previous seasons, and they're trying to like really find a storyline because they wrapped everything up with a nice bow at the end of it. If you've seen it, they wrapped everything up with a nice bow, but they tried to create a second season that just really wasn't there.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought that was a one and done.
Yeah, and I think from what I've seen so far, with all the different ones that we talk about on this show, I'm hard pressed to keep going with it now. Like I would rather spend my
Do it for
time-
the show.
right. I'd rather spend my time going through and Gotham and all the other shows that we're watching, but it's a little bit of a beatdown right now because it's like, well, that was really
But
obvious. That was
it didn't get as highly rated in England on its original run, but I think it was still viewed as one of their better shows. So
And what was
season 2?
What was the
season 2?
What was the American remake?
Grace Point,
Grace Point. Okay, and you said that was it.
terrible.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Same detective, he comes over and plays, and it's not. And they try to do it like character for character, somewhat shot by shot, and it's not good because it's not moody at all. It's your straight ahead detective show, like in a little town. I didn't like it at all. Speaking of English TV, Downton Abbey last season.
Yep.
Has it started yet?
It's I think it just finished in the UK. I think it's
Like in the next week or two, I think you can buy the whole season for
yeah.
$20.
Pretty-
I'm pumped. I love that show.
Yeah.
Also,
Some Downton Abbey.
Also, did you see Luther?
I did.
That's starting up, I think, is it this week?
Yep.
So
Is it now on a different delivery, a different platform? Who has Luther?
I mean, it's
BBC.
on BBC, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think it's
couldn't
on.
tell.
It's
they
on
said-
Amazon, right?
I think it's on Netflix.
It used to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
maybe-
think it's Netflix.
Maybe it's Netflix.
Netflix.
But I'm pretty sure I couldn't tell if it was just going to be a one episode, like one of their stupid long, hour and a half long movie episodes, or if it was going to be like a series, because they just said the commercial was, I couldn't quite tell based on their verbiage. So, but they were building it up a lot today as I was watching something else. So. Let's see.
So this is one of
4.
the coolest things that's coming up on BBC.
That's
So
on Tuesday.
So Sherlock is coming back for a new season.
Mm.
And have you seen that they are doing the they're making a old school Sherlock movie. So they're retelling all the Sherlock in the modern time, but they're gonna, for one of the stories, they're gonna take it back and do a movie length of like an hour and a half in its old school, like Sherlock, like back in the day with the hat and all that stuff. I was trying to see if I could find it here. Yeah, hang on. But it's gonna be. I really like that. It's old school England.
You promised to keep him safe. You promised.
But it's like Hounds of the. It's not Hounds of the Baskerville, but
Surely
it's.
you must have some theory.
but they're going back to the 1800s for it when they've redone all these in modern day time. I think that's going to be cool. Taking the whole cast, make the original 21B Baker Street Day. It's going to be cool, man.
Smoke a little opium, solve a little crime.
Booyah.
Well, he does that in the modern day version as well.
True.
Some call it hopium.
Hopium. Democrats, I think that's what they call it.
See a Luther on Tuesday as well. So Tuesday night's going to be busy.
Yeah.
We're going to have Expanse.
My DVR is
and
blowing up this
Luther.
week.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tell my wife to quit watching The Voice.
Oh, speaking.
You should probably do that anyway.
It's been subtle. I'm going to have to get a little more blatant with it now.
Since you mentioned Tuesday, The Expanse, there was an article in phys.org, physics website.
Not like what
New
comes up.
U.S. space mining law to spark interplanetary gold rush. They signed a law into.
Did you see my tweet on that?
Yeah.
Like this is how The Expanse starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure that wasn't like The Onion?
No, it's real.
It's for real. It legalizes cosmic mining, and you're talking about potentially $1 trillion industry, trillions upon trillions.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Well,
should
if you
they
find an
find a
entire
way
planet.
to go and either harvest or bring one of these back into orbit and mine asteroids? It's on like Donkey Kong. Unlimited resources.
It is called
the pollution.
the U.S.
Booyakasha.
It's called the U.S. Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act of 2015, also known as the Patriot Act.
Hey.
Yeah, but
NSA will be monitoring, of course.
I'm setting up Luther to
Trademark
record as we speak.
Hey, I know.
Record the series. That was not
What time's Into the Badlands on tonight?
8 or 9, I think.
9 o'clock,
Yeah.
I think.
All right.
What are they showing in Out Walking Dead spot now?
I don't know.
The season finale. Just
See, I don't watch anything live, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are they doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking.
something.
Yeah.
Something's
you watch Into the Badlands.
I'm ready
right?
to see if Sam gets.
sorta. I'm generally like 15, 20 minutes in, then I'll mosey up there and I can watch it and fast forward through some commercials.
I don't think I've ever seen you mosey before.
I'll do it later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just hang out.
A little more than Moonshine.
Make
Be
sure,
smart.
make sure that camera is off.
I'm gonna mosey all over you.
Uh-oh.
Ma, bring me a wet towel.
He's gonna need some sanitary napkins.
A box of wet wipes.
Sanitary napkins.
All right.
Moseying, it's moseying time of the month. Is that what they call it? Moseying?
Mosey.
Is that what the kids call it today?
Mosey on down to the bar. Get out.
So okay, so Expanse, Magicians. We watched the trailer.
Yeah,
Yep,
another
looks good.
sci-fi show.
It looks good. I don't like that supernatural magic thing. Kind of isn't my.
It looks cool. It looks very well produced. I'm hoping it's not like
Kitty?
Magic equal plus 12 One Tree Hill or whatever.
Yeah, Dawson's Creek with
Yeah.
magic. That would be bad.
Yeah.
The,
That's a
that
fair.
would
It's.
blow.
I mean, you can't tell from the thing. Like, is it going to be that way or not?
But it's two. In the trailer, they showed various things, and they showed two people floating having sex, and I was like, wait a second, they already did that.
I just saw this on Expanse.
And I know it's sci-fi. It's like, man, you when you spin that wheel on the storyboard, you only have people having sex floating one
That's
show.
right.
Pick
right.
your show.
No
Same person,
monsters.
they're just typecasted
Take monsters,
into that role. Like,
monsters, and
Yeah.
sex,
floating in
floating
space,
sex.
yeah.
Need
gotta
to
do
come
this.
off the story a bit. Will.
Yeah. But it looks cool. It was based off of a book called a series of books.
The
called
Magicians?
The Magicians, by who was the author?
That guy that wrote it.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Lev Grossman.
Oh, it's not Poe.
And it's three.
Edgar
there was-
Allan
There
Grossman.
was
Les
there were
Grossman? Les
like-
Nessman?
well, it's like The Expanse was based off a
Don't
series.
cross this line.
I swear, as God is my witness, I thought that turkeys could fly. The Expanse was based off of a series of books, sci-fi books. There's 3 books in the series for the Magicians, so
Yep.
it's got legs on it.
Golden age of TV.
Yeah,
Dun, dun,
Said
dun.
Tim Cook. and Brian.
Fucking bastard.
So yeah,
So I'm pumped. I got it set to record. It's a couple weeks out though. I think it's a January.
it's a January
start.
release. It's the premise is Quentin Coldwater enrolls at Hogwarts School. Oh wait, Breakbill's
To find
College-
out why the fuck is my name so stupid.
at Breakbill's College for Magical Pedagogy to be trained as a magician.
Pedo what?
That's against the
it's-
law, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you know when you get your nails filed, I got my weave did, my nails did.
Got my hair done.
Well, I remember when the books came out. I remember hearing a review, and critics either loved it or hated it.
Yeah.
The books, so we'll see.
So it's probably like a good story and poorly written, which is generally if critics love it or hate it.
I think it was very sort of dark and sarcastic in a lot of ways in the story. So I was like, no wonder they hated it.
It was sardastic.
Sardas.
It was sardonic. They winked.
Sardarstic.
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic?
So this guy, he joins a school, finds out that magic's real, and he's been a magician all this time. The life of his childhood friend Julia is derailed when she is denied entry to the school, and she searches for magic elsewhere.
Muggle.
Ooh.
What a muggle.
If you're going
Or
to do magic, I
she's
want
gonna
you
have
to
to go
do
to the
magic
dark
at
side.
home. Yeah,
So she's homeschooled in magic.
she's
Aren't we all?
she's Voldemort basically.
Don't say his name. God damn it. How many times I got to tell you that?
I just rewatched since Cable's out. We watched the
Cable's out.
the
Shutter's full.
the fourth
Cousin
movie
Eddie.
of Harry Potter, The Goblet of Fire.
Uh-huh.
Sort of it got as it goes. The books, same with the books, it gets darker and darker
Yeah.
and more adult. Man,
I couldn't watch those last two with the girls. We watched them all up, and I was like, no.
Yeah, that's a little.
Well, no, that was 4, 5, 6 years ago, whenever that came out. But
yeah.
they might be able to handle it now.
What, Dawson's Creek?
No, they will never watch Dawson's Creek. You say that again, it's a fisticuffs.
Dawson, are you crying?
No more moonshine for you.
That's a threat.
So Marco Polo,
Yes.
season 2's coming.
Marco
Polo.
What the hell is that?
Marco.
Watching porn over there?
So you and I have the only ones on the podcast that have watched season 1. I love season 1.
It's excellent.
I know it's so.
Feel
good.
free to talk about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can. It's like talking about parting the Red Sea. You sort of know what's going to happen.
So don't tell them what Genghis
So wait a
Khan
second.
did.
Are you
there.
telling me that Noah got 2 of each kind on the? Oh, you ruined it!
In the end, though, they get 3 of this one, and they don't know what to do with the third.
It's a platypus. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's got a
Platypus.
bill. It lays eggs. I don't know what it is.
No, Marco Polo is going to be. What are you?
Is that
Nah.
Marco
There you go
Polo?
for you, Brian.
That's the Marco Polo theme music.
Fisticuffs. Fisticuffs now.
It's the Dawson's Creek theme, man.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Here.
That's
you
the
know
word.
how I fix that?
I don't want to wait.
That's me. I did not defy
Okay,
you.
now we don't have to hear that no more.
Ron lost mic privileges.
He's done. Mike, your mic's off. Your mic's off.
You got him. That's a fact.
Don't you put your words near my mic.
I'm pumped for season 2. I really
Yeah.
want to see where they go with it.
Of Dawson's Creek.
They spent a gazillion dollars on the first.
Oh, I gotta imagine. I
Yeah.
mean, they had
He secretly loves that shit.
those trebuchets looked like they were
Yeah.
freaking to scale.
Which reminds me of Evil Dead. Trebuchet!
Yeah, that's gonna be an excellent. And I think the big draw, like I think it was within the first maybe 10 seconds. It's just a full on orgy. And
All right. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
What?
like yeah. So you get hooked in right away to that show.
Kubla Khan wills it.
Insanitude. Kublai Khan. Insanitude erect. Whatever the fucking thing is.
Look upon my
But I
works
haven't
in
seen any.
despair,
They
I am
just finished
Ozymandias.
filming it
I
like the
haven't
other
seen any
day.
previews or anything.
Yeah. So it'd be cool to see how it turns
Mhm.
out.
Hey, and back just real quick back to the Magicians. Sanjay Gupta is playing. Oh no, this is Arun Gupta. Never mind. I was like, when he's not on CNN doing
I'm
things.
not
on
only
weed-
a doctor on TV, but I'm a real doctor.
I'm a heart surgeon, and I talk about weed on CNN.
And I think everybody should smoke dope.
I'm for it.
Thank you, Sanja, for that amazing report on brain surgery and how to do water bong hits.
Looks like Barack Obama's. Oh, that's Paul Rudd. Never mind. Just
What is that? What is that you hear bubbling in the background? That's Colorado's economy right now.
Yeah, that's the millions rolling in from the weed trade, y'all.
Yep.
Is Canada just going to legalize it? Mexico just introduced a thing like, hey, let's get this done.
To legalize what?
Weed.
Grow
As
it there
soon
anyway.
as soon as they legalize in
It's
Mexico,
not legal in Mexico.
No.
Laws
Donald.
in Mexico.
Well, see, Donald Trump is trying. He's trying to get it legalized down there, so it'd make it easier for people to go back. It's like cheap weed.
Well, apparently they go up here to rape people. So that's what.
They're
Yeah.
raping. They're raping.
Now they're going to be all
high.
high and raping
Send
people.
us a
I'm
high
raping
rapist.
people. Yeah, fuck him.
driving 20 miles an hour.
Yeah. How fast was I going? 7. 7? I was going 7? Do you know how fast you're going, sir? Oh, about 30, 35? 7. 7? Love me some Cheetah Jones.
name was Ralph.
So
Trump's
Marco,
not here, man.
Marco Polo, I'm pumped. I'm
This
ready
will
for
be good.
this.
Yep. I'm excited
I'll have
for
to
it.
check it out. I haven't seen any of it.
You would like it. It's historical. It's well done. It's got a great cast.
Mhm.
Tons of stuff going on.
It's no bastard executioner.
No.
I
Fortunately,
mean, really, it's not.
few things are.
And they get pretty gritty, gory with some stuff like the warfare. It gets pretty nasty. So I think you'd enjoy it.
Nasty.
I
Like
think
Janet
turn my
Jackson
mic down.
nasty?
I can barely hear
Miss
myself
Jackson,
on
if you're nasty.
He bumped you down a little bit.
Yeah.
You.
Tell me to shut up. Hey.
Well, I ran a Twitter poll and they told you to. You
Shut that fucking gorgeous Greg up.
Yeah, nobody can shut up Gorgeous Greg.
I'm
Nobody
peri-
backs Gorgeous Greg in a corner.
I'm periscoping
I got
Greg right now.
locks for days.
You're not getting any hearts on Periscope right now. Sorry.
If they could take away hearts, they'd be taking yours away.
There's 45 people on here. Somebody better fucking like this.
Heart means like.
Like. How can and how long before you can friend people on Periscope? Would you follow them on Twitter? But I got a feeling like they're gonna have to bust that out and make it a separate deal. But I dig like if you have them linked, I dig the little bloop pop up like, hey, somebody you follows on Periscope.
Some I've found out if you take a screenshot while Periscope is going, it'll ask if you immediately want to tweet it.
Really? Like tweet it out?
Yeah, it's tweet
Here,
the
no.
screenshot out.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to dig something in the back of my phone here.
Doing some surgery.
Phone maintenance.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah,
you know that
it's
that could.
math.
I'm
It was-
really pretty sure that could wait till after the podcast.
yeah.
See Ron over here.
Oh, whatever.
No,
It's
it's
a mind
the
over
backup
device
meth.
now.
It's the
Yes.
backup meth.
Little-
So here you go.
I think that device is gonna outsmart you.
There's gonna be
Probably.
Just saying.
It has so far.
the
there's gonna be-
arrogant
there's-
bastard's gotten to him.
There's,
Yeah. Don't let him drink any more, arrogant bastard.
he's got his pants down around his ankle. I'm swimming in
I'm
yellow.
Dwight David Honeycutt.
This tube goes in your mouth. This tube goes in your butt.
Strongest
Wait,
I got
hands.
that backwards. This tube goes in your mouth, and this one goes in your butt.
Ron has the strongest hands and broken his iPhone screen in the goddamn state. Maybe you got that at the iPhone store.
Oh, at the apple sucking store.
Apple sucking store. Oh, jocularity.
So we're gonna make a call. We're at 45 minutes, and we have not talked at all about Into the Badlands, which comes on tonight, which we haven't talked about in 2 weeks. Do we want to take another break and come back and do another 30, 40
Yeah.
on it?
I can do that.
You okay with that? Are you about to fall asleep there, arrogant bastard?
What?
So just making out with the mic.
Anybody know any other funny stuff off YouTube that we could play out?
I could. I'm serious. Look up
Do you like
that
Power
David,
Thirst?
that Dwight Honeycutt, and look on the right sidebar. There's
Uh-huh.
into the realms of madness you shall enter.
Yeah, that's
do like
a
a
dangerous
power
call
thirst.
there, though.
Oh, you know what? I know what.
Oh, Pastor Gas is always great.
A little Robert Tilton action.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The funniest movie of the year.
Nope, not that. That's Ted 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that.
And
I love
Damn,
the first
and-
one.
10 was
First
hysterical.
Ted
I
was good.
know. I haven't.
So
have you seen the
offensive.
second one?
No.
I haven't either.
Did it already come out?
The first one did really well, I think.
Suck.
You
So
know-
anyways, I finally got a meeting with Bellamy, the Bacon Bits King. Now, I know my campaign's awesome. The problem is, everybody I talk to says Bellamy's a real ball breaker.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah. Well, Nick, you're my brother, and you're incredibly successful.
Yes, I am.
I was hoping that maybe you could give me some tips that might give me an edge. When
This
I meet
ass
with him.
pennies.
Okay, sure. Here's a good one.
I knew it.
When you greet him, give him a good firm handshake and don't release until he does.
No. I want something different, something special.
Wear a red tie.
Power tie. That's Bush League. I'm talking about a secret weapon here, Nick.
Oh, secret weapon, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what you're after. But if I tell you, you got to promise not to tell anybody else.
I promise.
That's a sort of a long-term strategy. When's your meeting with Bellamy?
Week from today.
Oh, not much time. It might work. Hey, okay, sure. Every time a penny passes through your hands, stick it up your ass.
What?
And then spend it.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah. I thought you were really going to help me. How does sticking pennies up my ass give me an edge when I meet with them?
You don't just stick them up your ass, you spend them. Now, like I said, it's a long-term strategy. I've been doing this for 11 years now. Every day for the past 11 years, I've stuck $30 in pennies up my ass. I use them for everything. Cab rides, movie theater, groceries.
What does that
Will
accomplish?
you listen? It's a lot of ass pennies I got out there, my friend. And here's where the magic comes in. When I meet with someone who intimidates me, who puts me on edge, a real hard ass, I just think to myself, they've probably handled one of my ass pennies. In fact, they probably have one in their pocket right then. That just seems to sort of give me the upper hand. I mean, hey, I haven't touched anything that's been in their ass. Hey, where's Bellamy like to eat?
He likes to eat at the pump room.
Great, here's what you do. Go to the bank today, get yourself $50 in pennies. Stick them all up your ass. Oh, one at a time, of course. Then go to the pump room, buy yourself a nice dinner, paying entirely in pennies. Now, they'll be using your pennies for the next week at least. Bellamy goes in there to eat, he gets your ass pennies for change. By the time you meet with him, you know he's had something in his hand that you've had in your ass.
So?
So then you got the upper hand.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. It's just like imagining someone in their underwear.
No, it's not. It's horrible.
Yeah, well, it works for me.
You know what? I used to look up to you. I used to think you really had it together.
Oh, I do have it together, little brother. You don't pull down 8 figures a year without having it together.
You don't have it together, Nick. You stick pennies up your ass for confidence. That's not having it together.
Do you think you're better than me?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't have to. It's written all over your face. You have any change in your pocket?
Why?
Take it out.
Why?
Go on. Take it out and take a good look at it. Oh, my. You've got a few pennies in there, don't you? I've been sticking $30 in pennies up my ass for the past 11 years. That's 3,000 pennies a day. 21,000 pennies a week. 1,092,000 pennies a year. To date, that's 12,012,000 pennies. 8 times the population of Nebraska. Those pennies were in my ass. You think you're better than me? You're not better than me. You handle my ass pennies every day. You pick up my ass pennies for good luck. You throw my ass pennies in fountains and make wishes on them. You give my ass pennies to your little daughter to buy gumballs with. You handle my ass pennies every day. All of you. You all handle my ass pennies. I laugh at you before you can laugh at me. Because your pennies have been in my ass.
What the fuck was that? If you've never heard of the ass pennies, you've never heard of that?
No.